Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
$375 Passion Evening Painting. Sister Wives Robyn's sensual artwork could symbolize her bond with Kody. Sister Wives stars Kody and Robyn Brown fight a lot lately, but they're still in love, and Robyn's super romantic art collection may tell a story about their marriage, one that explains why 3 other wives ran away. In Kody and Robyn's dreamy world of fairy tale love, there is tender-hearted symbolism galore, from Kody's Wild Horses David Yurman ring, evoking the beauty of the Rolling Stones ballad, Robyn has a matching ring, to paintings of smitten couples, including Passion Evening, which features a Robyn look-alike making out with an ersatz Kody on a park bench. Robyn is quite the fanciful woman, as her 70K collection of dolls proves. She has said she loves to play with them. In fact, she cooks up some detailed fantasies about the dolls, such as female dolls finding their ideal doll boyfriends. In a world where the Labubu craze rages like wildfire, it's not such a shocker that Robyn pretends with her toys and dresses them up. She chooses items that reflect her romantic and whimsical sensibility. Robyn wants to live the life of her dreams, and the things she puts in her home help her paint a pretty picture of it. Passion Evening may indicate a firm physical connection. Robyn chose a painting that was relatively inexpensive, but it's part of a series, so she likely splashed out thousands of dollars to amass her collection. She displays the matching paintings in a row, high on a wall. In the piece shown above, via Reddit, a woman who strongly resembles Robyn, right down to the modest print skirt, embraces a male figure, presumably, a dupe for Kody. It's straight out of a Harlequin romance. It's true love in the big city. Overhead, the lights glimmer, pulled into soft focus by the evening rainfall. Robyn, the heroine, has clearly met the man of her dreams, after a first marriage ended in tears. As Kody's 4th spouse, she began to build the life she's always hoped for. She might picture herself as a queen with her king and sitting by Kody's side at family gatherings. In Robyn's mind, a possible byproduct of too much Disney conditioning, the perfect relationship manifests as it does in many women. It creates a need for an impossibly handsome prince who has every single virtue there is. He can't just be good-looking, he has to be honorable, faithful, and humble too. This is a tall order, and Kody hasn't always delivered. Robyn has been forthright about that. Nevertheless, Robyn Brown from Sister Wives is not always the delicate Disney princess. She sometimes looks more like a cat with its claws sheathed. Robyn, the queen of passive aggression, is the iron first in the velvet glove. No matter what, she gets what she wants. Mostly, Robyn does fit Kody's ideal, and she works hard at it too. Even while camping, she'll flee with a hand mirror and makeup bag, putting on the sort of soft glam that her partner prefers. She needs to play the princess no matter what. He said that's important to him. If she falls down on the job, she may lose her prince. That's a lot of pressure. Maybe Robyn secretly wants to slob out in sweatpants, without any makeup at all. Maybe she wants to be loved in her natural state, but Kody always wants the fantasy, and in many ways, she does too, so the games go on. Of all the wives, she was willing to do the most to make Kody's fantasies real. In return, she has the prize that is Kody, and that is a dubious trophy at times. Is Kody really a prize? On Reddit, fans called out Robyn for displaying the PDA-laden masterpiece in a common room, where everyone could see. Perhaps they perceived it as another one of Robyn's transparent power plays. Look how happy we are. Look how perfect it all is. Isn't it marvelous that we're living this fairy tale day and night? A detractor made the following comment in a Reddit thread started by Artcourt: Kody, the one they fought over, is a flawed man like any other. He has his fears and his bad days and his insecurities. No one escapes this shadow side of life. It is the same for everyone. Some people are happier than others, but everyone, without exception, must deal with life's ups and downs. So, the question of whether Kody's a prize worthy of such romanticism is really hard to answer. There's a gray area. He might be worth it to Robyn, but not to someone else. Kody has hurt 3 women. They reeled as they attempted to adjust to his searing passion for Robyn. They were wounded by his preference for the brunette, and hung in there for years, pushing down so much anger, jealousy, and bitterness. After that, they left, and Janelle probably felt like she was breaking a spell when she left her unfulfilling union. This stuff is serious. The damage here is real. It's not a fairy tale, these people aren't dolls, but human beings. Christine left first, bravely stepping into the unknown. She's a fearless female who decided to change the game. That's how she won. She found a new man, David Woolley, and she's authentically, unapologetically happy. She has found herself. For Mary, the process of recovery wasn't as simple, as linear. Mary needed to build herself up, and her new Worthy Up business shows that it's possible to start over and end up happier. So, Robyn's sensual artwork is revealing in many ways. There's a veneer of ideal romance giving everything a romantic sheen. However, under all the lacquer, there's another story, the story of those who don't have the romantic paintings, the matching jewelry, and the perks that Robyn enjoys every day. Those women are special too, and they needed to trudge many long and lonely miles to get to a place of true self-acceptance. Luckily, when a woman gets there, no one can take it away. Is Robyn truly content in monogamy? Sister Wives is about life without a happy ending, as seen in the season 19 trailer, as shown above. Even Kody and Robyn do not appear to be content at all times. It's real life is tough for every person on this earth. The evolution of the family shows, perhaps, that some people can't function in polygamous unions. They may perceive the relationship model as unromantic, a recipe for suffering. With the Brown family, one truth emerged, breaking a pattern: Kody loved Robyn alone. The whole thing fell apart as a result of this domino effect, but it was for the best. Now, the exes can seek happiness, and what happiness is, that's different for every person. The fairy tale may be a common dream, but at some point, reality creeps in, and women find ways to be happy without a castle and a prince, and when they do, they become who they really are. Robyn, still longing for ideal romance, seems uncomfortable in her relationship sometimes. She's not totally at peace. Meanwhile, the other women, the ones who left, seem to be embracing the uncertainty. They are rising from the ashes, reminding the world that life isn't over after the fairy tale ends. When one sister wife's dream dies, another is born. Fans of Sister Wives reveal the biggest error made by TLC this season. Sister Wives, Kody Brown's controversies amid Garrison's funeral. Kody previously made headlines after a source from Garrison's funeral claimed that some family members of Janelle weren't happy about his and Robyn's appearance at the service. The source alleged that Janelle's family told Kody and Robyn that they don't want them at the funeral, especially film crews. But Kody and Robyn still appeared with cameras following them, allegedly raising tensions during the funeral. Kody has also expressed his desire to take Garrison's remains and bury him himself. Janelle still had the last say about her son's final resting place, which ended up being in Wyoming. But amid all the alleged funeral controversies, some Sister Wives fans think TLC made a bigger mistake revolving around Garrison's death. Fans reveal biggest TLC mistake of season. On social media, some Sister Wives season 19 fans discussed the most recent episode. It features one of Janelle's interviews regarding Garrison. According to the poster, one of the producers made a huge mistake during their interview with Janelle after telling her, "I didn't know him much. Tell me a little bit of stories about him." The OP believes it was a harsh way to ask questions of a grieving mother, adding that it would only remind them about the loss. However, the many fans were impressed by how Christine Brown's husband, David Woolley, approached the situation. He helped Janelle recall only the positive experiences she had with him by asking her about her favorite stories about Garrison. David's approach was great. He got Christine to think about the good times, the laughs, and the things she loved about Garrison. It probably helps that he's been through this type of loss with his wife and he knows that it never really goes away. You just learn to carry on with it. David understood her grief to a certain extent. Losing a spouse isn't the same as losing a child, but he understood the pain BC of how they both left this world. David is a great example of a mature, stable man who loves and cares about others before himself. The total opposite of Kody. That scene really changed a lot of my perceptions about David. He was thoughtful and understanding towards Christine. He understands grief and loss and seems to know how to be there for her. I told my spouse that I was seeing David as a beige flag at best until this episode. It was good to see that Christine found someone deeper than just finds her attractive, which was my concern. Sister Wives, did TLC miss a huge opportunity? Some Sister Wives fans from the same discussion thread also discussed how TLC may have missed an opportunity regarding David Woolley. According to one of the commenters, another big mistake that TLC made was making David a path for Christine to talk about Kody, making comparisons left and right. The commenter went on to say that, given David's maturity and role model status, they could have chosen a better path for him. Sister Wives, Garrison Brown's passing was not the family's first suic case. Garrison Brown's death shook the entire Brown family from Sister Wives. The youngster was only 25 years old when he took his own life with a revolver. He was struggling with mental health issues, and that night, he took his life into his own hands. It has been over a year since, but the Brown family, and especially Janelle, are still mourning his loss. TLC recently covered his death, and it was not easy for the fans to watch the family break down while talking about him. Fans are also appreciating how TLC dealt with the sensitive matter and did not try to dramatize it any further. However, Garrison's death is not the first suicide in the Brown family. Previously, the family had had such difficult situations where they could not understand how to react. Read on to know the details. Sister Wives, Janelle talks about Garrison's problems with alcohol. It has been over a year since Garrison passed away, and to date, Sister Wives fans don't know the exact reason. However, his alcohol struggles might be an essential factor. Janelle made it clear that Garrison had issues with alcohol. The Sister Wives star further explained that she didn't know what exactly happened that night. Garrison would usually drink and pass away. She has no idea what went wrong that night. She further added that he was not responding to her calls and messages. So, she asked her son to check on Garrison. She never imagined he would take such a drastic step. Sister Wives, Garrison's death was not the first suicide in the Brown family. Garrison's death has left a mark on the Brown family from Sister Wives. Janelle, the other Brown kids, and even Christine and Mary were shaken after the incident and are still trying to wrap their heads around the matter. However, this is not the first time someone in the family has died by suicide. Previously, Robyn and David even had similar experiences. We are in no way trying to compare grief and pain, as we know that it all differs from person to person. It's possible that many of you are unaware that Christine's husband, David, has previously been married. His first wife passed away almost a decade ago before he met Christine. David's wife committed suicide. He explained that it was a very difficult time, and he carried a lot of guilt for years after her death. He did not go into great detail about her suicide or the circumstances surrounding it, but it was undoubtedly a shocking experience for him and his children. David and his first wife, Margaret, share 8 kids and were married for over 20 years. On the other hand, Kody's fourth wife, Robyn, also had a similar experience in her family. Before Garrison Brown, her brother, Paul Sullivan Jr., committed suicide. In 2017, Paul took his own life when he was just 22 years old. Robyn did not provide details about his sudden passing. The report suggests that he also passed away from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. As per the reports, his girlfriend found him dead in his Utah apartment. Robyn never talked about her brother's incident. The world is a tough place, and many times, people succumb to mental pressure. Please reach out to those around you who are experiencing pain. Sister Wives Robyn Brown is a lightning rod for criticism, but beneath the layers of judgment and controversy lies a woman deeply committed to a singular vision of love, one that may be best captured in the $375 artwork titled Passion Evening. The sensual, romantic painting, prominently displayed in her home, offers a vivid window into Robyn's emotional world, a place that seems to blend fantasy with fierce loyalty, heartache with hope, and fairy tales with the daily realities of life as Kody Brown's only remaining wife. At first glance, it's easy to dismiss the painting as nothing more than kitschy decor. But when examined in the broader context of the Brown family's unraveling, it reveals itself as something far more significant, a symbolic representation of Robyn's enduring